Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Biography, Dolly. This is, obviously a biography. I don't know if it's part of the bigger series or if it's like a one-off. I couldn't find it on IMDb as an individual thing, so I imagine it's an episode. But there's thousands of episodes of Biography. It is from 2020. It's an hour and 26 minutes long, and there is another Dolly kind of documentary kind of special from ABC that is also on Disney Plus without having to have Hulu. And I didn't add that to the list of things for me to watch. I felt it would have to be kind of redundant if it was gonna watch two biographies about the same thing. I chose the more robust one, the bigger one. I imagine the ABC one is 45 minutes. And I don't think it would have done her justice. And I was also trying to keep from doing a ton, as much as I want to keep doing this series forever. Not really. I had to cut the line at, not doing ESPN stuff, not doing Hulu stuff, and not doing ABC. Like, they have a lot of little specials and documentaries, and while there's a lot of topics that I would really like, and I have done some in the past without technically realizing it, I just wanted to stick to things that were just fully realized on Disney Plus. And this is probably from the Biography channel for all I know, but it's all about Dolly and where she came from, how she grew up, how she got started in the music business, how she grew and changed and evolved and became the woman she is today. And you know what, she might think she's changed, and she admits to the fact that she is partially artificial in certain ways. But yeah, she has a great sense of humor about this, and that is kind of one of the great features about her, is that she has a tremendous sense of humor about herself and about the industry that she's in, and the work she does, the music she plays, and just the world she lives in. And she has a huge heart for so many people, and it's hard. I don't like. Okay, one of these weird little things about me is I don't like wearing T-shirts with anybody's face on it. I know it sounds really strange, but I don't want to ever elevate a person as, especially a celebrity or a musician. I've had T-shirts in the past that had a rock band on it or something like that, and they're just staring out at you. And I didn't want to ever elevate them with their faces. Sure, maybe their music, their logo I'll wear, but I can't see myself wearing a T-shirt that features another human being's face as if they were somehow more important. If I would ever do that, I might put on a Dolly shirt. But the moment I do that, something's going to go wrong, and I don't want to ever put that above her. But above, I don't want to elevate a person, a celebrity especially, above just anybody else. And I don't think she would do that necessarily. Sure, there's T-shirts with her face on it, but she has earned through kindness, through the work she's done. Whether she's doing Dollywood, she's building it in in her, basically the place where she grew up, bringing business and everything else into the area where she grew up in Tennessee, where she was born and raised, pretty much in a shack, poor as anything. And also, a lot of the different endeavors she has. She gives kids books. She grew up in a house where her parents could barely read, and the kids were lucky enough to have an education themselves, enough that moved them beyond her. And like what, there were 12 of them. There's 12 kids in that house. That's how she grew up. You see her now. I don't know. Again, I don't know if everybody's really aware of who she is beyond her music, or even just how she just lives her life. She's not one thing to everybody. She's a lot of different versions of herself to anybody who comes in contact with her or sees her. You might want to make her out to be maybe a good Christian woman. Maybe you might want to make her out to be just a perfect music artist. Maybe you want to make her out to be something a little bit saucier or sexier. But she'll downplay each of those things that would elevate her above the next person. And she has actual charm, actual, just, she comes across as a genuine person, a person you want to be around. And yes, I hate again. I hate elevating people, but if anybody would deserve it, at least in my eyes, it's Dolly. She's always presented herself as being just an astounding woman, and I have never gotten to see her in concert. One of these days, I hope to. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if you ever want to understand what the foundation is on, it may not work out for everybody. Growing up and being a good person, it's Dolly. So you get to hear, of course, since it's all about her, all the music. You get to see that some of the songs, how they were created, where they came from, and the lyrics sometimes will appear on the screen that just really drive things home. You get to see other musicians talking about her influence on them personally and their music. You get to see some of her old co-workers, Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda in 9 to 5. You get to see basically a little country girl, little blonde country girl who came from the mountains of Tennessee, moving to Nashville at 18, getting a record contract, singing her heart out, eventually getting to the Grand Ole Opry, and eventually, well, why don't you? She's going to get to be in a movie. Jane Fonda just says, well, let's put Dolly Parton behind a desk in front of a typewriter. She doesn't know how to act. She also, technically, in her own words, she doesn't know how to sing. She wasn't a trained singer. She just sings. And just draws more people to her every time she opens her mouth. Also, again, I am not a country music fan by any stretch of the imagination. I hold this pretty strong opinion. I could be wrong, but there's never been a good country song ever since her duet with Kenny Rogers. That was the last good country music song in like 1985 or something. Her and Kenny Rogers singing "Islands in the Stream," which, by the way, Sabrina Carpenter and Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy all performed on the latest Muppet Show special just the other week. So yeah, if that song seemed familiar, you know what? They didn't start, but they included a Dolly Parton song. You start with the Muppet Show theme, you put a Dolly Parton song in the middle of it, and you finish with a Queen song? You're doing something right there, Muppets. Keep going. So yeah, I believe that ever since that song came out in 1985, there's not been a good country music song at all, since it's basically become like a patriotic Jesus beer commercial every single time. I think most country music that I've heard now, the new country, is just a checklist of things that make people go woo and then go to their concerts. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But Dolly has historically either bucked the trends or created trends herself, and just to see her even just talk about herself and where she came from and the people that she's worked with, the people that's influenced her, the people that have helped her career, the people that she had to separate herself from in order to move forward, even though they were such a great influence on her career. Porter Wagner, yeah. That they definitely go into a little bit of detail on that whole relationship, and also her husband that she who quietly lived in the background for his entire life since he met her. I think it was rare that anybody ever got to see him, ever got to meet him. But yeah, So, honestly, if you've had any interest in Dolly Parton in the past, or you wonder what she's up to, how she's evolved, this is your opportunity to check it out. Probably the ABC special that's also on Disney Plus. That might be even more modern. That might be new. I'll show you. I'll show you where it is. From Rhinestones to Rock and Roll. That's from 2023. So yeah, that is a little bit newer, but it's not super new. I think it ties into her being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but that also is mentioned in the 2021. I don't know. Either way, she's going to go down in history as kind of the queen of country music, and it's well earned. And yeah, so definitely check it out if you get a chance. Beyond the great music, the humor, and everything else that's inherent in everything she does, the absolute kindness, empathy, and wonderful character she puts out is one of the brightest things in this very dark world right now. So I think listening to her, people are sitting in one of her concerts. They show some footage toward the end of the documentary of being in her concerts, and I didn't realize that not only are people laughing, but by the time she does "I Will Always Love You" as the final song, people are just weeping. It's a roller coaster ride. So definitely check it out. But until then, let's pick tomorrow's episode. 73. 73. Okay. All right. There's some things that have been taken away on Disney Plus since I created this list before the start of the new year. I go through everything over and over and over again to make sure that this list is up to date. And guess what? A couple weeks ago, one of these was taken off and is only available on Hulu, and so that caused me to go through the list again. And a lot of the reality TV shows that kind of premiered or got put on Disney Plus have now just been pulled back to Hulu, which I kind of agree with. There's a lot of reality shows that just don't feel right for Disney Plus. Same thing with just reality shows and some documentaries. It just, I don't know. So 73 was Sell This House. So I'm gonna have to pick another number. What do we got here? 62. Let's see if that one... Oh, okay. We have a short, so that's kind of nice. Good variety. We don't have many shorts left. I could probably count them on one hand now. But this is part of a series of similar shorts. It's an anthology in a sense. They're all separate stories. They're not connected directly. But this one is called People and Places, Camp Alec. So yeah, that's what we're going to watch next. It should be, they're pretty short. They're not short, but maybe 15, 20 minutes. We'll see. People and Places, Camp Alec is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.